I don't know how to do an intro. I guess the other thing was an intro, but here I am. So, we're talking about that movie. It's a bit awkward to do it while I'm looking at the camera, but yeah. I'm here with Sully. He's here. He's looking out the window. To talk about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie because it's kind of wild. When I saw the trailer, I thought it actually could be pretty good. It's not a terrible idea, um, but it's also not a good one. At the same time, it's pretty generic. It's just, hey, let's take Texas Chainsaw and put it in this year. Genius. Not good. Pretty boring. Not pretty boring concept. Not a boring movie. I don't know. The movie is anything but boring. It's not good, but it's not boring either. It's very entertaining and pretty laughably bad. I'm gonna give you a brief overview of it. Basically, the movie starts. People show up to the town, and Leatherface shows up and kills people. There you go. That's the plot. That's it. That's all you need to know. But how and why this happens is so insane and so coincidental that I cannot believe it. So, the people show up to the town to buy a house or a plot of land. I don't know if it's like one singular house or like an entire area to build stuff on. I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. But one of the places they get is like, hey, look at this. Look at this. Hey, hey, hey. It's a flag. It's a Confederate flag. We can't have that. People are buying these. And they go inside. And you won't believe it. It's Leatherface's mom and Leatherface. And she's like, look, if I leave, it's gonna be bad. And they're like, no, you gotta leave, you dumb bitch. We told you to leave weeks ago. And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna die now. And she dies. And Leatherface is like, oh, that ain't cool, dude. I'm gonna have to kill all of you now. And then he does. Oh my god, though. So this is where the movie gets wacky. So everyone has two lives. So Leatherface is in the ambulance with his mom. He kills the security. They're not cops. They're just stupid. The cops in this movie are not cops. I refuse to believe. So he grabs the cop's arm and breaks it up like this, like his bone's out, and then he makes the guy's face bone. Then they crash the car somehow. They don't show this, but they crash the car somehow, even though there's a fence gate, like one of the cop car things have. Because they're not in an ambulance. I'm sorry, they're in a cop car. Or they maybe in it. I don't know. I don't care. So they crash, and one of the character's friends is in the car with the sheriff, and they crash, and then she dies because she won't shut up, and the cop next to her also wakes up because he was dead, but then he woke up and then he died again. Leatherface cuts his mom's face off, so he puts it on, so now he is Leatherface. By the way, forgot to mention, he is full face. You see him. You know who Leatherface is. You see his face the entire time until he does that, which is about 30 minutes into the movie. I'm not really sure. It's a very short movie. It's like an hour 30, I think. Maybe even less. So he finds his way back to the house, right? And then there's something happens between the guy he bought the house from, and he's like, hey, where's the deed? And he's like, man, I don't fucking know. Do you have it? No, she had it. And then they go into the house to look for it, and Leatherface comes in and he slashes the main dude's face like this. I don't know the characters' names. Don't even bother asking me the characters' names. He slashes the dude's face, bam, and he's dead. Except he's not, because remember, 2 lives. So he slashes his face, and then he's dead. And the girl is with him, is on the steps. She goes, hides in the closet. Leatherface goes to look at the closet, and he's like, hey, I don't have peripheral vision, and you are making just the right amount of noise to where I can't hear it. Oh, golly gee, I can't hear you, because I shit you not, she is there. Like, right there. Like, where I'm pointing off screen, she is there. He is here. So if he just went, oh, she'd be dead. And by proxy, the movie would be over. Well, actually, yeah, actually, it wouldn't matter. I just realized it wouldn't matter because of what happens after that. So the guy, remember, 2 lives. So the guy's face slash. He gets up and walks out, and he sees the dude. He's like, "Hey man, where's the deed or whatever?" And he turns him around. He's like, "Oh shit, your face is cut." And then he dies because he just does. I should also mention the reason they are there and they can't leave and they need the deed is because they took the keys. The guy took the keys. For some reason. Even though they already paid him, which is like, who gives a fuck? I don't know why he cares. He has his money. Makes no sense. So he has his money, and he's like, no, I want to make sure this is done right because I'm a good person or something. He takes their keys. I don't know if he took the keys to the bus and the car or both. I'm gonna be honest, I don't fucking know. This part of the movie is so confused. There's 3 vehicles. There's a truck, a car, and a bus. And for some reason, 2 of those vehicles just are gone. For some reason, they're just gone, and that bus is the only thing left. And I don't know what happened to the other 2 cars. I could have blacked out. To be honest, I could have completely blacked out. So, after this, the dude tells this girl to go back, but remember, he still has the keys, so he doesn't give the girl the keys. She runs back to the bus. She runs back to the bus without the key. She also doesn't tell anyone what just happened. And then he gets his gun. He's like, I'm gonna go fight Leatherface. But then he doesn't. He dies in horrible fashion. He gets kicked in the leg, and his leg looked like Dak Prescott when he hurt himself. If you don't get that joke, too bad. I'm not explaining it to you. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. Get wrecked. I'm so clever. And then he gets stabbed in the neck with a piece of glass because I don't even know if he shot his gun, to be honest. You would think if he shot his gun, that would be fine because his Leatherface is not Michael Myers, but for some reason this movie acts like he is because Leatherface is just a dude. Like if you shot him, he'd die. Be dead. He'd be dead. You'd be good. The whole reason in the first movie why no one could stop him was because he had a fucking chainsaw and they did not have any weapons. They were locked in the house with no weapons, and he had a chainsaw. That's pretty rough. You know, I'd probably have problems there too. This movie doesn't have that problem. They have a weapon. He has guns. He has everything. They're good. They even have a phone reception. They call for help and stuff. So I don't understand how the fuck this movie even functions from a base level. Anyway, back to it. He goes in, he dies. He drops the keys for the girl under the bed. Because remember, she leaves. I don't know if I said this. She leaves the closet to hide under the bed. I don't remember why, but she does. So she leaves the closet. She goes under the bed. And she gets the keys and she tries to sneak downstairs in the worst sneaking attempt of all time. Oh my god. She climbs over the railing and because the floor is creaking to try to not make noise. And she just keeps slipping. Even though you wouldn't slip. It wouldn't be that slippery. I don't understand why she's got fucking butter on her shoes. I've done this before. I know it's not gonna be slippery. So she keeps slipping, and then she gets on the stairs, and then, oh man, you won't believe it. She looks up, and Leatherface is just standing there looking at her like, damn, you're stupid. If you just ran normally, you would have left. You would have been fine. But no, she had to be all stupid about it. And he takes his mallet and fucking chucks it like a tomahawk at her head, like bonks her, and it's really funny and goofy. And I thought she died at that point, but no, she hits her, and she falls back through the floor into the, like, underneath the house, and she starts crawling out. I actually like this scene. I think it's pretty cool. This next part is he takes the chainsaw and starts stabbing through the floor and like chasing her down. It also doesn't make sense. The like intense moment is she takes the chainsaw and he's driving it forward to her, and it's like just go left or right. Like there's plenty of room, like space over here. So if she just was like, oh, there's a chainsaw, let me just. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm gonna keep on moving. But she doesn't, and he cuts like the sewage pipe and she gets covered in shit, and it's kind of gross. The movie is violent. It's not like toned down or anything. It's kind of cool, I guess. Good for the movie. So she escapes with the help of her friend. She like pulls this gate out, and then they go, and then she goes and kills on a bunch of people on a party bus, which is a cool scene. It's a cool scene. There's cool scenes in this movie where he gets on the party, but oh my god, I forgot to mention this scene. His face is so bad. His Leatherface is fucking goofy as hell. He looks so funny. I'm gonna put it up. Look at this man. Look at that man. Is that scary? Because it's not scary. It's not. It's funny. I laughed at that for a good solid 5 minutes the first time I saw it. Anyway, he gets on the party bus, kills a whole bunch of people, and this is another instance of the characters having absurd brain. So the 2 main characters hide in a bathroom. On the party bus. Now, I don't know if you've ever been on a bus in your life, but they have exits in the front and an emergency exit in the back and usually in the middle. So instead of, leaving, they just hide in the bathroom and say, man, we're not going to do anything. But then they realize, oh yeah, we should leave, and they climb out through the top. so that's good for them. And then the original survivor shows up and she's like, hey, I can't let you leave because he wants you and I've got to kill him. And just like, okay, whatever, you crazy, crazy fuck. And then she locks them in the car and then goes to try to kill Leatherface, like mano a mano. And then Leatherface with his chainsaw says, oh, I'm gonna do the Mortal Kombat fatality on you and I'm gonna stab you with a chainsaw and then. Sorry about that, I had to cut. So I think I was left off. I was doing the chainsaw. I don't know, chainsaw. So she's dead, but not really because everyone has 2 lives. So she's laying down for taking a little nap, taking a little side break. So they get out of the car. I don't remember how they get out. I think Leatherface rips the door off or something, and he breaks the car's door. They leave. Get the keys. Go. I think she leaves the keys in the car with them. So they get out, get in the car somehow. I don't remember how, but they drive off, and then Leatherface. For some reason the girl driving tries to run him over instead of just leaving. And she misses. Completely whiffs. Oh my god. Holy shit, it was terrible. She fucking missed so hard. It shouldn't have been that hard. It's a pretty big car, a pretty small dude in comparison to the car, so she missed. She crashes. Then she's like, hey, other girl, hey, run away. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. And then, cause she got a thing through her leg, cause she, crashed the car. And she's like, listen, just go. I'm gonna die. And of course she doesn't. Because Leatherface walks up to the car while the girl ran away, and then she comes back with a gun and shoots him, and she should be dead because, again, he is not a fucking god or a monster or a demon. He's just a dude. So he should just be dead. This should be the end of the movie, but it's not. And then they run. And then she has the craziest plot armor of all time and should have died like 17 times in a row, but Leatherface is a clumsy oaf who just can't kill her. Then the woman who's got chainsawed, yeah, she's just laying there. She shoots Leatherface, because like I said, she's not dead. So she shoots Leatherface, so that's 2 bullets. Leatherface runs away. Or no, she shoots it more than once, I think, so. I don't really remember, but he gets shot with a shotgun and a rifle. So, then Leatherface runs away. And the girl chases after him to kill him, even though he should already be dead. And I will give them a props. There's a cool scene. He leaves his chainsaw at the end of the room and leaves it on, and he hides to the left of the chainsaw. So when she goes to, get him, oh shit, chainsaw's not, and then he attacks her, and again, that should be death. He throws her or something, I don't remember. Throws her, and she gets up. He grabs his chainsaw, he throws it at her legs. I was like, oh shit. Oh my god, I knew it is exhausting. She throws the chainsaw in her legs, right? And I thought at this point she was gonna get like hostile, when the dude in the hostel cuts the dude's fucking ankle thing. I don't know what there's a name for it. They cut it and they can't walk, but no, she's fine. Apparently, not even an injury. She just gets tripped, which makes no sense. Again, not logic. And then he picks the chainsaw up and he's standing over there like, haha, I win, haha, and then. No, because the girl who, remember, her leg, she got a fucking thing through her leg, was able to hobble her way over and then jump on top of Leatherface's back. And then they push him into water, and they cut his throat with a chainsaw, and they push him into the water, and he's dead. And then, don't forget about the rule, because the epilogue is here to fucking blow your mind, because even though he's full of bullets, chainsaw throat, fucked up, he grabs, they're in a car driving away slowly, and he grabs the girl out of the car, one of the girls, the passenger seat, she grabs her out of her and cuts her head off, and they're in not a Tesla, it's weird, Tesla's got like all the branding hidden, and he's holding her head up, like, hi, cha-cha, and look at the head, and then the movie ends. That shit was wild. When I saw that, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I guess Leatherface is like a Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers now. I don't know if they've done this before. I just think it's dumb, because now he's not even that, he's way less scary now. At least in this movie, he's way less scary. Woo! Oh my god, I got yawns. And, anyway, yeah, that's the movie. I recommend you check it out. I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about it, make a little video. What you gonna do? You gonna stop me? You gonna fucking stop me? I'm gonna do it anyway. Blah, 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 and just like and subscribe.